Good morning, class.
Good morning, Madam Lydia.
So today we're going to talk about transport. How did you guys come to class today? How did you come to school today? Yes, Madam. I came on foot. You came on foot? Yes, yes.
I came by Matatu.
You came by Matatu, that is correct.
By train.
Yes. You came by a motorbike. So all those are means of transport. So when talking about transport as we have, what can you tell me transport is? What is transport?
Transport is the means by which goods and services get from one place to another.
That is correct. So transport is the movement of goods and services from one place to another. That is transport. When you're looking at transport, we look at the essential or elements of transport. These are fundamental components that facilitate transport. On essential of transport, the first one we talk about is unit of carriage. Units of carriage are vessels that are used during transportation. So under vessels, we can say a vehicle is a vessel. Any other example other than vehicle? Yes? Yes, a train is a unit of carriage. We also have a ship is a unit of carriage. The second one we have ways. So way is the path through which these vessels pass. So from way, which example can you give me? From way? Yes?
Water.
We have water, yes.
Road.
Yes, we have road. We also have air. Then we move on to method of propulsion. This is the fuel that is used in transportation. I can give you an example. Petrol is a method of propulsion. Any other example? Give me an example. Any child? Yes, Nathan?
Jet fuel?
Yes, we have jet fuel, we have diesel, all those are methods of propulsion. The last one we'll talk about is terminal. So, terminal is where we load or offload passengers and goods. So terminal, you can have a bus stop is a terminal. Another example of terminal? Yes, Nathan? Yes, a port for ships is a terminal. Yes,
Railway station.
Yes, a railway station is a terminal. You can also say an airport is a terminal. We move on to the importance of transport. So in groups of two, discuss and come up with importances of transport.
This is a way of
So what have you come up with? Group one, let's hear from you. Yes?
economic growth.
Yes, so transport promotes economic growth, that is correct. Another one?
We have also found that it creates jobs like the pilots, the matatu drivers.
That is good. You've given an example, very good. That is also correct. Yes, group two?
It also facilitates trade.
Yes, it facilitates the movement of goods from production to the consumer, that is correct. Another one? Any other child? So we can also, yes, utility of commodity. Yes, it encourages utility of commodity. We can also add that it promotes mass production. All those answers are correct. We move on to factors to consider when facilitating trade. So the first factor I would like to talk about is cost. So depending on the cost of transportation, you'll be able to say if you're able to afford it or not. We have those that are more expensive and those that are cheap. Other than cost, who can give me any factor that you can consider when using a means of transport? Yes? Availability. Another one, yes?
Nature of cargo.
Yes, nature of cargo, yes.
Is security a good one? Security of goods?
Yes, security is very paramount because you have goods that are more valuable compared to others. So depending on the valuability of the goods, you're able to choose a factor of to consider when you're transporting the goods. Yes, time. Yes, we also use time or urgency of the goods. We have faster means like aeroplanes compared to slower means like ship. From here, we're going to look at the modes of transportation. We have 3 modes of transportation, which is land, water, and air. So these are also the ways that we talked about. So on land, this is dry land that we walk on or vehicle pass through. So on the land, we're going to look at human pottage. Human pottage are people that carry goods using their hands or their back, depending on whatever they want. They also use their own energy. So we're going to look at advantages and disadvantages of human pottage. So who can tell me any advantage they know on human pottage? Yes.
Readily available.
Yes, they are readily available. Another one that is very correct. Yes, please.
They are economically sound, you can afford them.
Yes, they're cheap. That is very correct. Yes, Laman?
They don't require any training.
Yes, they don't require any training to do. We can also say they are flexible. They can move from door to door. That is all correct. Then we move on to the disadvantages of human pottage. The first disadvantage you can talk about is they can't carry bulky goods. They are humans, so they get tired. They can't carry heavy goods for long distances. Any other disadvantage you can give me? Yes?
They cannot move for long distances.
Yes, they cannot move for long distances. That is correct. You can also say they cause commotion, especially you've seen in town. There's a lot of commotion when there are a lot of people. So when there are a lot of human potters, there's a lot of commotion and a lot of traffic jam. We move on to cartage. So the difference between human potters and cartage is that cartage actually uses cats and they use animals. We have donkeys, horses, or bulls. They are tied to the cart so that they can facilitate transport. Under cartage, you're going to look at the advantages and the disadvantages of cartage. Who can give me any advantage human cartage? Sorry. Yes.
They are cheap.
Yes, they are cheap. Another one? Yes.
They can carry more goods than the human people.
Yes, that is correct. They can carry more goods compared to human potters. They can also go for long distances compared to human potters. All those are advantages. We talk about the disadvantages. So on disadvantages, we can say they can also contribute to traffic jam because when there are many, they close up the roads, they close up the ways, so they contribute to traffic jam. Any other disadvantage? Yes?
They're slow as compared to vehicles.
Yes, they're slow compared to vehicles, that is correct. We can also say they cannot carry fragile goods. You can't use them to carry glasses because they can easily break. So from whatever we have learned from the topics, the subtopics we have learned today, I'm going to show you a video so that we can have you understanding better.
Today we'll learn about modes of transportation. In ancient times, boats, bullock carts, and horse-driven carriages were the only means of transportation. But nowadays, quicker means of transportation have been developed. The different modes of transportation can be divided into 3 main categories: land transportation, water transportation, air transportation. Let's first study about land transportation. It is the transportation of goods or passengers on roads. Different types of vehicles are used to cover distances. Bikes and scooters might be used for short distances. Whoa, it's a car. Some people use cars. Oh, look, a taxi is coming. We can cover short distances with taxis. This is a truck. Trucks are used for covering long distances and carrying heavy loads. Buses are an important mode of transportation. Almost all states in a country have their bus services, and thousands of people travel on them.
So we have all watched the video. What can you tell me? What have you seen inside there? What have you seen from the video? Anything you have seen? Yes. A ship. Yes, you have seen a ship. Another one? Boat. You've seen a boat. Another one? Yes.
I've seen a bicycle.
Yes, there's a bicycle.
I have seen a plane.
You've seen a plane. So all those things you have mentioned, we are calling them the units of carriage. Those are the vessels that are used in transportation. From the video, we've also seen modes of transport. You can give me an example of saying about the modes of transport. Yes?
I've seen a road.
Yes, that is correct. You've seen a road. Yes. You've seen water. You've seen water. That is also correct. We've also seen air. So all those are modes of transport. So in concluding today's class, we have looked at essentials of transport. What else have we looked at other than essentials of transport? Yes.
The importance of transport.
Yes, we have looked at the importance of transport. Yes.
The modes of transport.
Yes, we have looked at the modes of transport, and we have also looked at factors to consider when choosing means of transport. Those are correct. So I have a 2-question quiz. I am going to give everyone just 2 questions on what you have done, and I'll be collecting at the end of the lesson. You have 1 minute to complete it. Thank you all for your time and have a